We're live here at the Katie's Arms. I'm a minute early, so we will wait for others to catch up. Now, my customary bottle of Barefoot Merlot, I've had a bit of a clerical error, which I can explain. But essentially, my Barefoot Merlot was buried beneath other bottles of wine, would you believe? And so in a desperate emergency, I had to grab a different one. This is Airs and Graces, and I very much like the label. It's Malbec. I don't, you'll appreciate, given that I'm a far right Nazi. What does that mean? Oh, it's okay. Just means it's a bit of lid that didn't come off properly. Obviously, because I'm a far right Nazi. I mean, if I was any more to the right, I'd be on the left, as happens in France, but that's a different thing. Nobody pays me to do anything, so please don't assume like I'm being paid by any wine company, because that's never going to happen. In fact, I'll do my proper greet in a minute. I did have someone, I got to the end of my tether with people saying, because some people on social media love to say, oh, Katie, she's controlled opposition. She's MI5. She's paid for by Israel. She's paid for by Russia. And I take it. I'm not paid by anyone, as you know, because of what I do. And then I just finally snapped at someone. I was like, you've got 12 hours to delete this or I'm coming for you. So I think we know here, welcome to the Katie's Arms, everybody, that I'm not paid for by anybody. Nobody owns me. I don't have an employer. I don't have an agent. I don't have any sponsors. I don't have anyone to please but you or me or myself. So I like to say that. Welcome everybody. If you're new, hello. A show in East Anglia. Gutted you're unable to do King's Lynn. Yeah. So hello, welcome to everybody. I'll explain the Katie's Arms in a minute. Please say hi if you're new here. We really like to see new people, and if you're new and say hi, I'm new, people will dive in to say hello. Somerset is here. I look amazing. I don't know about that. There's lights. Let me show you this light here. So like when I'm running the dogs, I look like a bag of shit. When I'm sat here, do you see that light? That's the reason. If you have lights, you can look nice or better than you do in real daylight. That's all. But thank you. That's very kind. So briefly, and we're parking King's Lynn forever until I do find a venue and go back there and bang on the door of that church and let them know exactly what I think about them. I just wanted to say thank you. Thanks to everybody for being so kind. I got upset last week at the Katie's Arms. I'm not comfortable with doing that. I am not comfortable with showing my emotions. I am not comfortable with showing weakness. I am not comfortable with not being Billy Big Bollocks all of the time. But everybody was so nice. My mother got to see it, so then she was fussing. Mother, if you're watching this, don't watch it. I'll say something that you won't like, and you won't like that. So don't watch it. But everybody knew, and because I think people post clips from Katie's Arms now all over the place, so thank you for that. Thanks for being so kind, and all of the emails and everything. I am perfectly good now. We are back on form. I've been listening to Christina Aguilera. I'm a fighter. You make me stronger. I don't know how it goes. So I'm all good. And but I appreciate you and thank you. And we won't be having any more of that emotional girl type nonsense from me this evening. In truth, lovely Mark's still away and I didn't have him to kind of work it through with. So lovely Mark and my son are on their way home in a couple of days. So the house will go from being lovely and tidy to being whatever, but that's fine. So let's part that. So what I thought we'd do today, hello everybody, Preston, first time watching, hooray! Welcome. So welcome to everybody and newcomers. We're growing massively by the week. This is the Katie's Arms. It's your pub online. We started it during COVID to get everybody through that bullshit. And my sense is that we're going into another period where the Katie's Arms becomes much more important. It's got very little to do with me, everything to do with you here. Love from Cornwall, evening from Kent. Marlborough. I was going to read that as Miles. Where's my cigarettes? I don't know what I've done with them. And it's a place where you can come and seek refuge, because you'll notice there's loads of people here. You're new. Welcome, Sharon. There's loads of people here. A few rules. Katie's Arms is ideally you're a drinker, and I appreciate alcoholics that are recovering. You're my most amazing people. If you don't drink previously and you're thinking of starting, this is the place to start. We're encouraging smokers because of the bullshit that everybody's going through. I've just realised I didn't put my rings on. And basically you come here and you can think what the F you want. I say exactly what I think. I say exactly what I want to say, and I have no holes barred. There is no barriers. There is no... So there'll be shit that I say that you'll be like, fucking Albert, chill out, or what a bunch of shite. And that's the plan, yes? Is that you think what you think, I think what I think, and we have a drink. So, and then you'll know that I do this most weeks, but 1 second. For the people who get here late, who have really small cocks, probably voted for Keir, probably fucking, believe in the trans movement and like, yeah, I really hope if I have a kid, they transition. Whatever, we get a few of them. And they like to say, oh, she's so smashed. She's smashed. She's off her tits. She's off her tits. You'll know I'm not. It's just a very weird phenomenon. Because we're not used to women or anyone actually speaking their mind, because everybody in the media is paid up and has bosses to please, or, people to blow. All of them, you're not used to seeing someone not give a shit because no one pays me. So that's why it's not that I'm a drunk. Although if I was a drunk, also fuck you, because I'll do what I want. So we're going to have a good gossip this Katie's Arms. So topics, welcome, exactly. People like that. Oh, she's really gone for it. I know. I've been looking forward to getting back on here in a sensible state, because we're not going back to King's Lynn, but I find it very embarrassing to be upset in front of anybody. We're parking that. Where should we start? Angelina Jolie. Oh, have you seen her? I know in the mornings, or any time actually where I haven't got my lights on and I haven't washed my hair. And actually I shaved my legs. Let's talk about Angelina Jolie in a second. Can I just say, what the hell? So I used to you shave up to your knee. Now I've got some serious issues between my knee and my crotch. I mean, I don't know if what happens at a certain age. Does it just decide, oh, well, you need a muff at your knees? Oh, is that what happens? Does your muff, this is what, if my mother is watching this, imagine. At some point, does your muff go, right, you're 50 now, we need to come and grow down to your knees to protect you and keep your thighs warm. And it just starts making its way south. Is that it? It's like one of my hedges here, or the ivy that just in the night, it's just it's just, honestly, it was up here, like in the old days, it was higher, wasn't it, there? Now it's here, and it's just going south. What's it doing? I don't require any hair in my mid-thigh, particularly not a pube, or 8 or 10. And they're really long. That's obviously an exaggeration. But they're really, they're like, ding! What are they doing? What's the purpose of them? I get that a whole muff area is supposed to, trap smells so that people go, yeah, hubba, hubba, hubba. But, there's no smells down my mid-thigh, and certainly not any smells that anyone needs to be getting involved in. So what's my muff doing there? That's not the topic. Angelina Jolie. If you've not seen her, you must look. You can look now, because Katie's Arms carries on regardless of who's here, because I'll be doing it on my own anyway. What's going on with her face? I know she's still very beautiful, and she's still, and she's still managed. She's still got these huge norks of porn, and she has these huge lips, doesn't she? Angelina Jolie has the biggest lips ever, and you can tell every time she speaks, she thinks about what she says really, really carefully. I bet she was a right pain in the arse to be married to. Oh. Anyway, something's gone on with her face, and now she looks super, super weird. So she always had this weird vein thing here, which I thought was quite cool, but now it's like a proper throbber. Hello from Newcastle. Hello. I'm not saying that out loud. Big lips. Sometimes people think I've had mine done. It's my claim to fame. I haven't. So that's, yes, have a look at Angelina Jolie's face. I don't know why these women keep on trying to stay much young. Why don't they just approve their face a bit? Why are they doing this weird shit where they look like some freak, and then when you see them in real life, Jesus Christ. People you see online that you I think we've talked about this before, but you think they look quite nice. When you meet them in real life, you're like, shit me, that is a weird bastard. So yeah, I won't name names because some of them are quite sweet people, but Jesus Christ, they're weirdos in real life. I wanted to say about lovely Jermaine Genius. Is that what he's called? Someone, haven't seen Angelina lately. Look. Obviously, I don't watch The One Show because who watches The One Show? Very, very bored people and people who can't think what to watch at that particular time of night, I'm assuming. Like, I can't bear that. What's that Welsh woman on The One Show? Is it Alex? Pub local, say hello. Lee, hello. Big hello to all our regulars, of course. So someone help me with the, what's the name of the lady on The One Show? I'm going to say Alex Jones. Anyway, she's like, oh, she's got a voice like friggin' tinnitus, hasn't she? Jesus God. Oh, shut up. Someone shoot it or put it down. Shut up, love. Yeah, all right, you're Welsh. You know what I mean? Fucking get over it. Like, I'm from Devon, but I don't feel the need to, I'm going to go and friggin' get the combine out. Like, Welsh women, that pitch, it's like a mosquito, isn't it? Alex Jones, exactly. Anyway, her sidekick, Jermaine Genius, like I said, don't watch it. But he got friggin' hung out to dry by BBC Strictly. No, not by BBC Strictly, by the BBC, in order to cover for Strictly. So a co-presenter on The One Show, he basically, I don't know what he sent, and I haven't actually seen what he sent. Normally, in the old days, I would have had access to what he sent women. But I'm assuming he was like, do you want to meet up for a bat? I'd love to give you one. Is that what he wrote? What would you write if you were Jermaine Genius and you were sexting someone? I'd love to stick my todger up your ass. Would he have written that? Don't know. Please give Lowestoft a shout out, as no one ever does. I just did. What would you write if you were sexting and you were Jermaine Genius? Want to see my knob at close range? No, that isn't very sexy, is it? Welsh people are like, leave us Welsh alone. We don't all screech. Exactly. I'm never talking about us. We're perfect. It's all the other fuckers we're talking about. It's never you. Anyway, we're trying to work out what Jermaine Genius might have sexted. I've got a really big cock. Want me to show it to you after The One Show? I know. So One Show theme. You've got 2 holes. I've got 1 cock. I mean, I don't know. Clearly sexting is not necessarily, well, actually, no, let's not go there. Not my strong point. But you look like you're 80 years old. Relax. And look at you watching me look like I'm 80 years old. I couldn't give a flying shit what you think about me, and what you've made the mistake of thinking is that I value your opinion. You're so welcome to be here and say what you like, but please not, I don't value your opinion. Anyway, back to sexting. Jermaine Genius. So he was sexting someone, and that's all he did. He just sent a bit of knob. I don't know. I don't think he even sent a picture of his knob, which is even more lame. So I think he's just having kind of, hot text with people, and they completely hung him out to dry, right? Someone's asking if I'll sit on your face. I can't do that. It's not good. And also you wouldn't want that to happen. If you've been to any of my live shows, you'll know why. So he just did a few texts, and they completely fucked him over. So they sacked him off his job. They coordinated with his agent. I have a few things to say to his agent as well. So that the agent dropped him off their books at the same time as the BBC went public with his sacking, which is despicable. So I think his agent is Saatchi and Co. or whomever. I just want to say to them publicly, because this will all get cut up and put out onto different bits of social media. So to Jermaine Genius's agent, you are absolutely despicable. You slimy little bastards took Jermaine Genius's money when he was doing well, which was all the time up until round about now. You no doubt took your 20% for every booking. You probably took your 20% off his renewed contracts, which I always think absolutely takes the piss. You'll have taken a percentage of him for every speaking fee, every engagement, and you were quite happy coining it in off Jermaine Genius because he was your next big hope, because he was supposed to be the next new Gary Lineker. The minute you got a sniff from BBC and you got that internally, they messaged you internally so you would drop him, you got rid of him. And for that, you are spineless bastards, because the BBC will have told you if you want more work for your client list, you need to bin off Jermaine, and you did it. I see you, I know what you did, you're spineless bastards. And I'm saying that on behalf of, with no permission from Jermaine Genius, because he's too well mannered to say that to you because it will threaten any future work he might get. You're all a bunch of CUNTSs, and I don't know how you look yourselves in the mirror. You don't deserve to. You don't deserve to have anybody in your stable of talent. And I know that whole friggin' stable of talent banging the BBC, blowing someone at Channel 4 to try and get some more bookings. And that's why we see the same faces on the same shows over and over, because of this cosy little relationship between talent managers and the channels. That went into a big rant. So, shall we do Kirsty Allslop? Is she called Allslop? Kirsty Allslop, or is that just my nickname for her? I think that's my nickname for her. Kirsty Allslop, I think, is my nickname for her because she'll eat all the slops. That's really, really lame. Anyway, Kirsty Allslop. So she off goes, you know, she's the poshest person on the planet, loads of money, and posh diddly posh. She has the ring of inordinate wealth, which means she has trust fund money from mummy and daddy. You know, the signet rings, the gold rings of inordinate wealth, the way they're all of the posh people, all of the people who are accepted by the media have a ring of inordinate wealth, a signet ring that weighs down their hand. And what that means is you have a trust fund from mummy and daddy. So you don't really have to work a day in your life if you didn't choose to, but you have a contact list that's so perfect because of mummy and daddy, it would be rude not to make more money. Well, that is Kirsty Allslop with her ring of inordinate wealth. That's fine. But of course, because we're posh, we can send Theo and Hugo off into railing at 15. Also brilliant. I say let your kids run wild, let them be feral, let them get into trouble, let them go off travelling rather than be a dickhead sat in his spare room on his frickin' phone. Totally with her. But because Kirsty couldn't resist telling you what Theo and Hugo were up to, because she's so fabulous, and we all have to compete with our friends to show that our kids are going to be brighter than theirs, she had to put it on Instagram. If you don't want to end up stirring or ruffling a few feathers, don't be going on Instagram and talking about Theo and Hugo on their fully funded trip from Grandma and Grandpops around Europe, Kirsty Allslops, huh? In your tea dress and your signet ring. Regardless, it all kicked off and she got reported to social services because she said, you'll go to Europe aged only 15. I don't know what happened there. 15, that's better. Fucking hell. I'm fully in support of that, you know, don't get me wrong. I think everyone should do what they want with their kids. I used to be like, back in the day, oh, you shouldn't take your kids out of school. Fuck that. Sod the school system, sod the government, sod rules, sod anyone else telling you what you should do with your kids, sod being told it's so important for them to be in school when those bastards shut down schools for 2 years and completely fucked over 15-year-olds who are the most depressed in any European country right now. So do what you want with your kids, they're your kids, the government should keep the government's hands off your kids. But regardless, someone reported Kirsty Allslops to social services. And she was shocked, so shocked she had to go on social media. I would pump. Why do people do that? I would bang her. I would bang. I'd do you. What am I supposed to say? Oh, thanks. I'd totally bang you. Oh, thanks. That's so nice. Maybe I wouldn't let you. Ever thought about that? Maybe I've got high standards. I mean, my standards are that you have to have a sense of humour and a massive knob, but that doesn't matter. So she got in trouble with social services. Long and the short to say, number one, she would never be in trouble because of her huge contact list. And she, you know, mummy and daddy and all of the people she knows, it would never be a problem. Can I say, I was reported to social services and my children were going to be taken off of me because of my opinions. Try that one, Kirsty fucking old slops. And if you haven't got the ring of inordinate power and the London connections, the threat of my kids being taken was very real. I didn't gob off about it at the time. I endured it as a test of my endurance of being able to get through life, Kirsty. And on a related but unrelated story, all slops, exactly. She has the BRCA gene, it's not great. Oh, fuck me. What do you want? Friggin'... Fuck off. Everybody's got something. Just fucking deal with it, right? Anybody who goes... I mean, I appreciate that last week I let go of my emotions online without meaning. But anybody who sets their phone up as they're crying, or like... Fuck off. You know, I appreciate I cried, but that wasn't meant to happen. But like, if you set your phone up whilst you're crying, you're probably not that upset, are you, you insta twats? Like, if you're crying, have a cry, then come and talk about it if you have to. You know what I mean? Don't be setting your... Fuck off. And fuck off with you. I had someone ringing the other day to Radio 2, right? They said, oh, I've just been diagnosed. I've just been diagnosed, right? And I was like, oh, here we go. I've just been diagnosed with a hernia. A hernia? Okay, now. And they said, next line, so I've got time off work, meaning they're on full pay, meaning they're public sector, for sure. I've got time off work while we wait for next steps. Time off work, full pay for a fucking hernia? Are you kidding me? I've pulled a sled across the Arctic with a couple of hernias. I don't mean, I'm not like, I'm so tough. I'm just saying a hernia. Fuck it, it's just your intestines coming out the wall lining of your bits. You just poke them back in. I've had many. You just lift your skin, push them back in, and just wear tighter pants. Oh, everyone has to have something wrong with them, don't they? Fuck. Get over yourself. I've had lots of shit. Get over it a bit. You've got a condition? Okay, good. Let's move on. Tell me something interesting. You're enduring this. Okay, good. Let's move on. Let's find some fun. Oh, you've got this. You had to have that removed. Oh, that doesn't sound very nice. Come on then. Let's go and live a bit, shall we? Or shall we talk about your cancer a bit more? You know, don't want to be heartless. But fuck me. We all need to, you know, life has challenges in it. No. So that was to my own voice in my brain. We're not talking about the Paralympics. Let's talk about another story. Jess Phillips. So she went to wherever, A&E, because she had something wrong with her. I don't care. I don't care if Jess Phillips lives or dies, quite frankly. I'm not threatening her. I'm just saying she's not on my top list of people I want to see on a daily basis. She went to A&E, she got preferential treatment because she voted for a ceasefire in Palestine. So number one, we live in the UK. The UK isn't Palestine. And frankly, don't come at me if you're a Palestinian and you're going to put some Palestinian flags. I couldn't give two fucks. I couldn't give a fuck if you put a Palestinian flag because I couldn't give a shit when you put your Ukraine flag. Just like I didn't give a shit when you had your NHS red flag because you believed in the vaccine and you thought everybody should get a vaccine. So I don't care what flag you come at me with. So I don't mind what side of the Israel or Palestine thing you're on either. Whatever. It's not. I'm not going to change anything. Sat here with my glass of wine on Katie's arms, am I? So whatever you want to think, good for you. Good for you. I'm just saying that England isn't Israel and it isn't Palestine, number one. Number two, Jess Phillips getting preferential treatment because she found a Palestinian in A&E. Where's the surprise? Like, I know how when these stories get like Kirsty Allstrop and then suddenly it becomes relevant, but many of us have been through this shit for ages. Fuck off with your flags, you perverts, apart from the English one. Well done. I've got an English flag flying. Pisses off my neighbours. I like it. Anytime they put up a Ukraine flag, I go out there and change my flag to a British one, an English one, anything basically that fucks them off. And they know it. Anyway, I've had double dislocations of my shoulders and been in A&E and been asked about Brexit before my shoulders got relocated. You want us to help you, but didn't you vote Brexit? I mean, it doesn't matter. I just mean, thank you for all the English flags. Thank you. It doesn't matter. Like, that's fine. I just tolerate it because NHS are full of lefty perverts. And one of my own kids works for the NHS, but many, many people inside the NHS at a higher level, junior doctors and so on, they have to drink the Kool-Aid because the Kool-Aid rewards them, doesn't it? They basically have Kool-Aid shoved up their sphincters. Okay, my darlings, we have 5 minutes to go. Kate saying her daughter went to her dad's grave with the results. Oh, wait, you've got to be talking about Kate Garraway. She did not. She did not. Oh, shouldn't laugh. Shouldn't laugh. Kate Garraway. If I'm making this up and it isn't right, Katie Price. No, it must be. Oh, 5 minutes to go for what? Because I try and end Katie's Arms at 8:30 because everybody has shit to do that isn't to do with me. And I am going to take up, so on the next, we're doing a little true tour, as you know. I'm going to take up smoking for that tour because I feel, that we have to have defiance in something. And people will say that's such a gammon thing to do. Kill yourself in defiance. But, fuck them. If Kate Garraway's, she fucking did. So Kate Garraway's daughter must have gone to the grave of dead Derek with her exam results. That is very, very touching. No, that is lovely. That, I'm telling you now, that is beautiful. That's really nice. I'm sure I expect dead Derek is super, super proud. And hopefully we can get a documentary on that as well, because I think we can all agree here. We can all agree that one thing we've been missing, despite being taxed to death, handed out of our homes by Keir Starmer, completely fucked over, had 11-year-olds arrested, have a two-tier prison system, a two-tier justice system, a two-tier healthcare service, Labour threatening to crush all of us and take our homes, and illegals pouring into our country. I think we can all agree the thing that we need is another Kate Garraway documentary. Nice wings on the pants. Oh, thanks. I think they are they storks or are they something else? I don't know. And also, without wishing to flash my vagina in a Sharon Stone manner, but look, you see, they're actually, they're actually a culotte. Hold on. For the full, a much better way of demonstrating this would have been to come in for a lean. Someone's asking where my top's from. It's from Zara. But it's not this time. It was from the last lot of stuff. So it's cheapy peepy. I don't know if you can still get it, but you're welcome to this one. It's probably a bit sweaty, is it? And also I've shaved my armpits, so I'm showing off those. Okay, my loves, you have these. I know, these are old as the hills, and I keep trying to throw them away and then I can't. My earrings, am I an influencer? Am I basically Molly May? Am I basically Molly May? Yeah, I'm basically Molly May. The earrings are from a little Spanish village. That didn't help anyone, did it? Yeah. So anything else about my wardrobe, or if you do want to sponsor me, Who would I like? Whose wardrobe would I like? I don't know. I don't know why I'm holding these up either. That's not very... Hold on one second, guys. I'm just gonna... Oh, there. Block. I just had that. I never block anyone. I just felt like having a power moment. Someone was being a turd. Okay. Do I think Starmer has seen Angela's Furburger? Oh no. I believe, personally, my personal opinion is that Keir Starmer's gay. He seems gay to me. My gaydar goes off, but in a bad way. Not a good gay. Like a gay. Like a Macron gay, a Trudeau gay. Shady little bastard gay. So I would say Keir Starmer's gay. Yeah, that would be my personal opinion. And undoubtedly what will happen now is Channel 4 News, as happened this week, will be given advance warning in order to come with the West Midlands Police Force, because they're big supporters of mine, and bang on my door and arrest me for alleging Keir Starmer might be gay. But regardless of that, Channel 4, you absolute bastards for going along, if it was you that went along to see the arrest of a child. Jesus Christ. How you people sleep at night, I have no idea. Right, he's definitely in the closet. I don't think he's that in the closet either. I reckon if I still worked at Mail Online, I would know people who would know and have the pictures to prove it. I must try and get some of those. So, thank you for being at the Katie's Arms. Thank you for being part of this. What's my OnlyFans link? Do you know what? I am asked to do OnlyFans so much. We'll say this one thing and then we're going, right? We've got to go. So I get asked to do OnlyFans a lot, and I'm sure most people are just taking the piss, which I admire because I think it's quite funny. But I also know that you can make quite a lot of money on there. So here's my thought, is I do a Katie Hopkins OnlyFans, but the money all goes to hospice care. And obviously, if you're coming to OnlyFans to have a quick hand shandy, you don't want to be thinking about the hospice care bit, pissy, old people, bleh, 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 right? But that would be a way of doing OnlyFans for me, and also just giving the money away to where I'm probably going to end up in not very long time. And also, I love hospice care. But then my concern with doing OnlyFans is, what do you do? Like, I would need someone to tell me, because people ask pictures of my feet. I'm not putting pictures of my feet. But then if I was having to do like what are you supposed to do? Hot poses. I wouldn't, because then I just go, it's my vag. And that's not hot, right? Woo! You see what I mean? That's not OnlyFans, is it? Aren't you supposed to do like all, so I can't do that. So I think I need an OnlyFans coach if I'm going to do OnlyFans. Okay. I'm off. Remember, not the 5th of November, although I think Guy Fawkes would be kind of handy right now. But remember to turn off from what you are being fed, because remember, every algorithm is now tracking what you might look at. Turn that shit off. Get out there for the weekend. Drink in pub gardens. Smoke in pub gardens. And just try and have fun with decent people. And anybody who fucks you off, or anybody in your life that you don't need, that you've been thinking about getting rid of for ages, get them gone. Get them gone. Start decluttering your life. So I've just been throwing shit out for 3 weeks. Get rid of shit. It's a really, really therapeutic way to start to simplify your life, in order that if you did decide to make a run for it, you could. Okay, do that. And I will see you either on the road or back here, same time next week for the Katie's Arms. Cheers.